Hi everybody, it's Trisha Knitting Lady. How's everybody doing? And of course this is take two because I was listening to what I recorded before and I got some of my facts wrong. So I have this blouse on. Do any of you have a piece of clothing that you consider, that you consider lucky? Now I've had this blouse for, I would say, 20 years. Every time I wear it, I usually have a good day. I get compliments on it. It's just funny. So I don't wear it that often. But see, things seem to go right when I wear this blouse. It's almost like I wish I could make it in different colors or whatever, you know. I'm just wondering. So I'm sitting here knitting. I just came back from the Moose Lodge. They have karaoke 4 nights a week. And today, Thursdays, they have prime rib for $16, so the place was packed. And there were a lot of people there doing karaoke. But I've met a couple of people that go almost every night for karaoke. And they were complaining that there were so many people on the list that they weren't going to get much of a chance to sing a few times. I still haven't gotten the guts to get up there and do it. I should, after listening to some of these people. But it's enjoyable watching them, you know. So they have so much going on at this lodge. It's just unbelievable. But Thursday prime rib night, they have practically a full staff on. Waiters and waitresses, you know, because they have a back room full of people. They have the people here do karaoke. They have people at the bar. The place is huge. I also joined the Eagles, except for that, I have to be initiated. So I can only go into the one lodge. So I stopped by before I went to the Moose just to check it out. And it was all right, you know. The other day when I signed up, the people seemed friendlier. They didn't seem so friendly today. We'll see what happens. You know, maybe once I become a regular member, it will be a little different. But there's always somebody that has to go by the rules. Because I walked in and I had my receipt to show them I just joined, and I came in and I showed them the paper right away, and someone in the back yelled, "Make sure you check that she's yeah, a member or whatever." And I just held it up. I go, "Here it is." Oh my goodness, well, pardon me, you know. Oh dear, I don't know. And the men are usually friendlier. And I'm not looking to meet a guy. I'm really not. You know, I really just would like to meet people, friends. But the women, it's almost like they're almost want to grab their guys right away. Don't look at them. You know? No, I don't want you guy. Trust me, I don't. That was like... well, I'm divorced, you know. A lot of married women don't want divorcees around. We might want their men. No, I don't. I got rid of one. I don't want another one. Oh, excuse me. Let me get my notes. Okay, enough about that. So I don't know how this research started. I think someone was mentioning Nancy Drew, either one of the videos or maybe a conversation I had. And I only read a couple Nancy Drew books. What I read was a series of books, and the central character was Cherry Ames. There was a series of 27 mystery novels with hospital settings, and they were written between 1943 and 1968 by various people. So they were written to try to encourage women to become nurses, which explains why my mother bought these books. My mother was a nurse, wanted me to be a nurse. Well, it really didn't work out that way. But I enjoyed reading the books, but I always enjoyed reading. But Cherry Ames worked in different places. She worked in Army nurse, she was a boarding school nurse, different things. But the one that I remember the most was the boarding school nurse, where she discovered a secret perfume formula. And that really interested me, how they made perfume, or how they make perfume, and how it's different from cologne, because I always wondered, okay, what's the difference between perfume, cologne, and what they call toilet water? Or I don't even know if they sell that anymore. They probably have it under a different name. But it's a whole process they go through to make perfume, the oil from the flower, etc. And I was always interested in that. So I did get something from those books. So good old Cherry Ames. Now, if I had kept the books, I might be able to sell them for a little bit of money now, but I just don't hang on to things like that. Like all my Beatles stuff either, I didn't hang on to. So let's do a little trivia. Now, today's the 29th, but I missed yesterday, the 28th, and it was the birthday of Bill Bradley. He was born in 1943. And I think he was a New Jersey senator, if I remember. But he also was a member of the New York Knicks. And Jacqueline Kennedy was born on July 28th in 1929. And she died in 1994. Such a beautiful lady. And on July 28th, 1914, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, and World War I began. Terrible war. It was called the War to End All Wars. Well, unfortunately, that didn't happen. It wasn't the last war. And what's on the back of a $20 bill? Of course, we know President Jackson was on the front. The White House is on the back. And which is kind of ironic, because President Jackson opposed paper money. He preferred gold and silver coins. But can you imagine carrying around all those coins today? I can't imagine. I think they're going to redo the $20 bill. I forget. Or there was some kind of movement, or they were talking about replacing him on a $20 bill. So today's the 29th. It's the birthday of Martina McBride. She's born in 1966. Peter Jennings was born in 1938 on this day and died in 2005. Now, also on this day in 1981, it's 40 years ago, unbelievable, Britain's Prince Charles married Lady Diana Spencer at St. Paul's Cathedral in London. And unfortunately, she's gone. And he's married to his mistress. But we won't get into that. It's a whole story, the whole royal family. You know, I worked with a lady who was so into all that. And I'd say to her, but the United States fought a war to get away from that. I mean, I respect Queen Elizabeth and members of the royalty, but I'm an American, so just can't get into all the drama. Enough about that. And now we'll talk about the Olympics, since they're going on right now. What sport was pulled from the Olympics from 2012, 2016, but has made an appearance again? It's returned at the assistance of Japan. And I didn't even know it was gone. Shows you how much I've been watching the Olympics in the past. It was baseball. I always liked baseball. So there are 6 teams competing for the gold medal. Japan, Israel, South Korea, Dominican Republic, Mexico, and United States. And there's a new sport this year that was included in the Olympics. Surfing. Isn't that amazing? I always like watching surfing. Of course, I can't do it because I don't swim that well. But they've already handed out the gold medals for it. And for the women, the Americans came up on top. She's from Hawaii. Her name's Carissa Moore. She won the gold medal. And the silver medal went to South Africa, and the bronze went to Japan. Now, on the men's side, Brazil won the gold. Italo Ferreira won the gold. Japan won the silver. Australia won the bronze. And this is something interesting. There's an island nation of Kiribati. It's spelled Kiribati, but pronounced Kiribati. Located in the Pacific. I've never heard of it. It's a scattered nation of islands near the heart of the Pacific Ocean. It's got a population of 117,606, and it uses the Australian dollar as its currency. And it's pretty remote, doesn't have much in the way of internet, not easy to get to. So it's a good place to go if you want to get away from it all, I imagine. And what does the word sputter mean? I've been doing a lot of sputtering. It means to work ineffectively, to be extremely busy while accomplishing, see, I can't even talk, absolutely nothing. So that reminds me of me. Busy, but am I accomplishing anything? No. And the Cadillac Escalade takes its name from the medieval war tactic of scaling fortress walls to attack the enemy. Now you've seen that in movies where they set up ladders and they attack the, the fortress that way. And, I remember what movie I saw where they did that recently. And, was it Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, where someone on the top just pushed the ladder off? So much for that. So, they used ladders to climb the forts or bases. It was one of the most direct actions available to attack a fortification, but it was also one of the most dangerous. Well, I would think that too, Plus, if someone hits you, shoot you or get you in the back with an arrow, you're falling to your death. So they named it Cadillac after that. Unbelievable. So that's about it. I start my part-time job tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I don't feel like working. I just need the money, though. Just to pay off some bills. I can certainly run up bills. Well, I guess we all can, but... So I will talk to you when I get a chance. Okay, hope everybody's doing fine. Bye.